Hi, this is Van with Gather and Create, and I am going to show you, and Maddie's going to help, we're going to show you how to tie a knot, a secure knot. I'm going to show you two different ways. So the first way, I'm going to show you the magic knot. The magic knot is where we take our two yarn ends, so these would be from two different skeins. We're joining two skeins together. Otherwise you'd have a very short blanket. So I'm going to wrap this around and I'm going to tie just a simple knot around that piece of yarn. And then I'm going to do the same with this end. I'm going to wrap it around this other skein and just tie a simple knot just like that. So I've got two knots here and I'm going to pull on my two ends that are still attached to the skeins and pull that, and then I'm going to grab the two unattached ends and just tighten a little bit and then pull. And you just want to make sure that everything is nice and tight and as compact as you can get it, because you want this to disappear. And this is a very, very secure knot. It's not as smaller as the other way, but it is secure. And then you would trim your ends very, very close to that knot. Give it a little haircut here. There we go. And then same here. Trim very close to that knot. And then you want to give it one last check. I'm just pulling. I'm not pulling hard enough to break it. I'm just pulling hard enough to make sure that these aren't going to flop apart. Okay, so that's very secure. And this yarn is so big and chunky and cushiony that it just really disappears into your blanket. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do just a regular double knot. So you're going to take the two skeins and we're going to just tie a knot just like that. Okay, very, very easy. Again, just cross that, wrap it around, and just tie just a regular old simple double knot there. And then the important part is you want to grab the two attached ends and tighten. Grab the two unattached ends and tighten. We're tightening this knot. Again, I'm going to grab the two attached ends, two unattached ends, and just make sure that I'm getting that knot nice and tightened up. And now I'm going to trim my ends. Get all the little pieces out of the way here. Dig it out of the fur. Okay, so now we've got our knot, and you can see it just really disappears almost. And then I'm going to give it one last check and just make sure, there's Izzy, go away Izzy, just make sure that that's nice and secure, and if it's not, it'll flop apart right away. Now, one thing I want to mention is you will find manufacturer knots within your skeins. That is not a reflection on the quality of your yarn. It just happens during the manufacturing process. And you know, you might find, you know, quite a few knots in a skein, you know, like maybe 2 or 3 knots in a skein, or you may not find any. But it does not reflect the quality of yarn. It's just one of those things that happens when they're manufacturing the yarn. So there we go, that one is secure, so we're good to go. If your knots are nice and secure, then your blanket is washable.